What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, it's your homie Futuristic Mike, and I'm back with another Walking Dead video if you're new. Make sure y'all leave your theories, comments, everything down below in the comment section. If you're a fan of The Walking Dead, if you love The Walking Dead, hit the like on this video. If you're new to my channel and this is the first time you're finding me, subscribe, turn on those post notifications so you can always see when I'm dropping some content so you never miss any Walking Dead news. Now, this is going to be my review for Season 10, Episode 12 of The Walking Dead, titled Walk With Us. Man, this was a real solid episode. This was a crazy episode. I really enjoyed it. I really did. And there were some big moments in this episode. And we're going to get into all that here in a minute. There was a major death in this episode. There was actually two major deaths in this episode, but one was bigger than the other. And we're going to talk about it, man. But before we dive into all this, if you enjoy discussions like this, please be sure to give this video a like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications so you can never miss any other uploads. Now, this episode did exactly what I did not want it to do. This is one of my very few issues with this episode. Okay, the episode started off with the battle at Hilltop. It picked up where it left off in episode 11. You know what I'm saying? They were in this battle. They were fighting their ass off. Everything was on fire. They had Daryl messing zombies up. They had Carol fighting her ass off. They had Yumiko with her crossbow. She was messing shit up. They had all types of people fighting, putting in work. Also, Magna is alive, thank God. Yumiko saw Magna from the distance. She just walked in Hilltop like it was nothing. So, I'm not sure exactly how she got out. They didn't go into too much detail about it in this episode, but she managed to get out, and she got split up with Connie, so Connie might still be out there. We're gonna talk about that later on. I know the actress who plays Connie is out there filming the Eternals right now, so that's probably why she hasn't been seen for these last couple episodes, but there's still a chance she's still alive. In this battle, Judith even gets a kill. She ends up killing a Whisperer, who she thought was a walker, but it ended up being a Whisperer, a person with a mask on. And she was really devastated by this because she sliced who she thought was a walker, and it turned out it was a person, and he was saying pretty much, "Don't hurt me," and then he ended up dying on the ground, and Judith felt real bad about it. But you know, she had to do what she had to do because this person probably would have killed her if she didn't do what she did. I'm not going to go too much into this battle because there's not too much to talk about. To be honest, this battle ended really quick, and I was really disappointed about that. Then, after the Walking Dead theme song, it pretty much shows everybody split up. You know what I mean? This kind of reminded me of like the prison. After the governor bombed the prison or whatever, everybody got split up. This is what this reminds me of, because everybody went their own way and everybody tried to survive. They all got out. We don't know who lived or who died. We just know that the people that they showed lived for sure. We don't know who else might have lived or died. They didn't show everybody in this episode. So now, one of the major parts of this episode we're going to get into right now, Alden, Kelly, and Gamma had the baby. You know what I'm saying? They were walking in the forest. They went their own way, and pretty much a whole bunch of zombies came their way, and they had to try to get to safety to save the baby. And they all got in a van or a car or whatever. Alden and Kelly got in there with the baby, and then Gamma went off to try to save them. She probably thought she owed them something or whatever. She went off and tried to be the hero, and she killed a whole bunch of zombies, and then she runs into Beta. And this part right here is the part that I'm talking about, one of the big deaths of the episode. Beta ends up gutting the hell out of Gamma. At first, he grabs her. He was probably going to take her to Alpha or something, I'm assuming. And then she was not trying to go. She was putting up a fight. So then he just said, you know what? Forget this. He took his little sword or whatever. He stuck it in her stomach and he moved it up. And you could just hear her guts getting slit. Her entire body, her stomach and everything just got slit open. And it was a pretty gruesome scene. It was pretty nasty. But yeah, man, I didn't expect Gamma to die, to be honest. I thought she was actually going to survive. But Beta gutted the hell out of her. And then Beta waited around for her to turn into a walker. And then I'm not sure if Alden and Kelly waited around too, but then out of nowhere you seen Alden shoot like an arrow or something at Gamma's head when she was a walker and killed her. And then Beta ran away. But yeah, man, that scene was crazy. I did not see that coming at all. I really enjoyed the Eugene and Carol scene because I feel like we haven't seen too much of Eugene and Carol throughout this series. It was nice seeing them talk and bond, and then Carol told Eugene to go on his way, you know what I'm saying, and meet the people who he was supposed to meet. And then he ended up taking off, and I assume he's going to meet Stephanie, and we're going to probably see that in episode 14 or 15 when this picks back up, because we know that episode 13 is going to be Michonne's episode. And I cannot wait until episode 14. Yes, I'm excited about episode 13, but I really can't wait until 14 to see all this pick back up. Actually, no. I said there was 2 deaths in this episode. You know what? There's actually 3. I forgot about this one right here. We're going to talk about this. Now, the next one is Earl. And, you know, I kind of had a feeling that he was going to end up dying. I thought he might have ended up dying during the battle at Hilltop, because in episode 11 they gave him a little too much dialogue. He's kind of like a minor character. He's never been a major character. So just the fact that they gave him that much dialogue, I just felt like his death was coming. And it for sure did come in this episode. He was with all the kids. He got the kids to safety in some little shed or whatever. And then we ended up finding out that Earl got bit. He got bit and he was sick. And he was really, really sick. He was sweating. He was looking pale and everything. And he went in the next room, wherever the kids were at, and he was trying to figure out what to do. He was putting a nail in like a board or something. And Judith comes in and sees him in this really ill state. And he's just like, Judith, get out of here. Go save the kids or whatever. And he had to do what he had to do. He pretty much took his head and forced it down on this nail. I thought he was going to do it to like stab himself in the head so he wouldn't come back as a zombie, but apparently he missed his head or something. I don't know, because he comes back as a zombie and Judith has to take care of him. She ends up killing him. So Ezekiel was still at Hilltop. The group ended up finding him buried under some metal or something. Daryl and everybody else found him. And then Daryl and Jerry and everybody led Ezekiel to the kids, because Ezekiel thought that Earl had the kids, which he did. They all end up going to find the kids. Daryl walks in, you know, in defense mode. He has his knife and everything. He thinks somebody's about to pop out, a zombie or something. He walks in and sees Earl's dead body, and Judith is sitting there. And, you know, he comforts her. They start hugging and whatnot, because, you know, that's a hard thing to do. Judith had to kill Earl, and Daryl knows how hard it is to kill somebody when you care for him like that. When you have no choice, you have to kill him, you know what I mean, or you're going to get bit. It's something you just have to do. But this scene was pretty nice. I like this scene too. I'm just really upset that Earl got killed. I really liked Earl. But it is what it is. This is The Walking Dead. You know, people come and go. We've seen plenty of deaths on this show, and that's just what happens on this show. Now, I'm not going to talk about too much more in this episode. I'm just going to get into the last little bit of this episode. And this is the part with Alpha and Negan. This is the part we've all been waiting for. I've said in my previous videos that Negan was probably going to be the one to kill Alpha just because of the comics. You know what I mean? They do a lot of stuff based off the comics. Some stuff they switch up, but this right here, they kept the same. And the way he killed her is a little bit different, but he still ended up killing her. Negan ended up finding Lydia at the beginning of the episode. He grabbed Lydia, he tied her up, and he was going to make Alpha think that he was taking her to Lydia. And Alpha had it in her mind that she had to kill Lydia no matter what. She was not going to stop. She was killing Lydia no matter what. She did not care. She felt like it needed to be done. She loves Lydia, but she also felt like she had to kill Lydia. Remember, Alpha is batshit crazy. She is crazy as hell. She's out of her mind. So this is what she felt she needed to do. And Negan was pretty much telling Alpha about his wife, Lucille. And he was just telling her all kinds of stories about his wife. And, you know, he was tearing up. He was getting emotional. And I think when Negan was telling Alpha this, he was hoping that somehow, some way, Alpha would change her mind and not want to kill Lydia. I think he was pretty much giving Alpha a second chance. And she was going to go through with it no matter what. And he did not want Alpha to kill Lydia. So he ended up killing Alpha. he led Alpha what looked to be like a shed or something, and Alpha opened the door and nobody's in there. So Negan led her to the wrong place, and then she turns around all confused, and the next thing you know, Negan takes a knife or whatever he had and he slits her damn throat. It was crazy, man. Blood starts gushing everywhere, and then Negan slowly drops to the ground with Alpha. He starts bringing her body to the ground, and he kisses her as he's falling with her body. And you know what? It's crazy to say this, but I think somehow Alpha reminded Negan of his wife just a little bit. I don't know if she reminded him of his wife all the way, but I feel like just a little bit. And I think Negan actually did care for Alpha in some way. Maybe it's just me that feels this way. I don't know. Comment down below and let me know what you guys think. But I think he did feel something for her. Now, this next part of the episode right here is the big reveal. Now, next we see Alpha's head getting rolled over to somebody, and it's no other than Carol. Yes, Carol was the one that let Negan out of his cell. Carol was working together with Negan. This was the big reveal of the episode. This shocked the hell out of me. I mean, kinda. Just the way they did it, it shocked the hell out of me because I did not expect it. I always thought that it was Carol or Daryl that let Negan out of his cell. But come to find out, it was Carol. And we're going to see where this goes. We're going to see what happens here. I think Carol is probably going to take Negan back to Alexandria and tell everybody that they can trust her. And Negan was working with her the whole time. And now maybe Negan can be let out of his cell. He can pick tomatoes and plant vegetables or whatever. He can be part of the community. I don't know if he's ever going to be able to redeem himself. I don't know if he's ever going to be able to be fully trusted in the community. But at least they're going to be able to trust him a little bit. I'm really looking forward to see what comes next in the story. It really shocked me, man, to see the big reveal at the end. He rolled the head over to Carol, and I was like, oh shit, man, this is crazy. Holy shit. But yeah, man, comment down below and let me know what you guys thought of this episode. This episode was a really solid episode. I really enjoyed it. I can't wait for Michonne's episode because I know she's going to find a clue that tells her Rick's alive. And I'm really looking forward to seeing that. But also, I really can't wait till episode 14. I want to see how this Whisperer War stuff wraps up, and I want to see what comes next in the season. But yeah, comment down below and let me know what you guys thought of this episode. I really loved it. I really enjoyed it. It was fantastic. I'll be continuing to bring you guys more Walking Dead content in the future. If you guys want to donate to the channel to help support the channel, I got links in the description to do so. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and smash the notification bell so you can never miss a video. I'm going to get out of here, y'all. It's your boy Futuristic Mike, and I'll talk to you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.